Hey, Dental Nacho's crew, it's Paul, Dr. Nacho here with an update during this unique time in dentisting, where dentisting is grounded, but it gives us the opportunity while we have this time out to work on our practice. And I'm happy to have Deren, Dr. Deren Flesher from Modento here, one of the founders, who's going to share with us how Modento can help you with this downtime with virtual consults, interacting with your patients. They are an awesome key resource and sponsor. Welcome back, Deren, and just share with our audience again what you guys do and how you help dentists.
Great. Thanks for having me, Paul. So we are a patient communication software. We obviously do all the normal things that you want to be able to do with texts and confirmations and targeted emails and all that good stuff. But specifically what we wanted to talk about today, like you mentioned, is ways that we can help in this time where we can be unfortunately more hands-off with our patients just out of safety and concern for their health. So yeah, we've introduced a couple new things, like you said, virtual consult.
Plate of toppings. You guys have kind of 3 ways that you can connect with patients virtually, and even after you get back to the office, some touchless ways. So share with us what that means and what that looks like.
Sure. Yeah, so our first way is we just rolled out a virtual console option. So everybody that already has Modento can be using this right away. And even actually, if you don't use Modento for every other thing that we do with patient communication and all that, you can still use it for this if you want to reach out to us for that purpose.
Awesome. So before we go to that, so that basically fits typically right into the JFO, just find out. So even if you're not a Modento user right now, you can utilize the virtual console to organize and manage, and you were saying lead manage some of these emergencies coming in, whether they're new patients or your regular patients. Is that correct?
Yeah, just like we were talking about off air for a minute there, it's practice management independent in the sense that you can gather the leads, you can still communicate within our dashboard, you can facilitate payments, you can send links to whatever consult technology you want to use, whether it's Zoom or WebEx or whatever you prefer. That can all be facilitated within our software, and then you've still got that information that could be exported to your practice management if you do have integration with Open Dental or EagleSoft or Dentrix coming soon, or it can just stay in its own ecosphere within Modento.
I mean, we have 2 practices in managing all the calls, texts, this happened. It's just great to have a way to organize it. And as we know, us dentists don't love uncertainty, Deren. We don't know when we're going back. But whatever time, by the time we go back, there will be a lot of time to have captured a ton of information that you can utilize to help patients and help your practice. And yeah, share with me the other 2 ways you guys are helping.
Yeah, so we also released a app for our providers. We've always had an app for our patients to be able to get rewards and have a better, push notifications and better communication with the office. We now have an app for the providers so that you can text and have patient chats within that app. You get push notifications when there's something there. If you have a virtual console waiting for you, you get notification that way. Previously you either had to text or call with your own number or get a second kind of burner number and then try to remember to tell your team what you talked about. This way it allows you to stay communicating within that same system so that everything stays where everybody can see it later. Nobody has to remember to relay a message or anything like that. And the patients feel like they are talking to the office directly without getting a weird number, text from somebody else or anything like that.
A lot of these things, I was talking on a podcast about unintended magical consequences. So, while no one anticipated this happening, I do think there's things that are going to come out of this that people use during the coronavirus time that they're going to be able to apply to everyday dentistry to make your life better and easier. And that's one of the ones. I mean, I am older than you, Deren. From years of first cell phones, writing things down on scrap paper. Oh, this patient hurt tooth. And then you literally could just forget to tell your team, so this is a great way to do that. And then I really was interested, I think there's going to be, whether it's fact, whether it's fear, whether it's a combination, people are going to just have this we've all been told to stay home inside and outside of dentistry. When we all go back out into the world, movie theaters, dental offices, restaurants, there'll be this resistance and worry about touching and sharing things. So tell me about this touchless patient experience you guys can help offices with.
Yeah, this is something we've always had, but we really have emphasized its ability right now. Obviously we can send our consents and forms and payments and treatment plans to any device. So we usually send it within our own office's devices, iPads and all that. but we can actually send it directly to the patient and always have been able to. So they can fill out forms on their own phone that they're already touching. They can pay for things in the op on their own phone. Nobody has to touch something that somebody else touched, going both ways.
Right.
So it just makes it more comfortable for everybody involved. Your team isn't worried about handling an iPad that was just touched by a patient, and patients aren't, so it goes both ways. It protects everybody and makes everybody feel more comfortable in this time where all of a sudden a handshake is weird. So
yeah, I think that's such an important point. My Nacho sense is, when we get back to dentistry, there's a ton of talk about the PP and mask, which is important, but I think we're just not fully embracing what you guys are helping with, people's resistance, sharing magazines, sharing pens, and whether this, goes away after a while, there's still going to be some upfront part. It sounds like it's just going to make your office easier to kind of just communicate with everybody, and it's just easier. You pick up your best friend and you have your treatment plan on there. That's
right.
Perfect. Well, you guys are doing an awesome job. I love working with you and the team, Carl, Drew, and you. Share with us how they can reach out to you to learn more about this. They want a JFO, just find out how they can use this in their office.
Sure. Yeah, they can email me directly. It's just Deren, Deren, at Modento, Modento.io. So just email me. Happy to answer anything.
My team will put that in the links. Thanks. Hang in there with our at-home time. What's your favorite quarantine snack, Deren, in this time?
Oh, man. Been eating a lot of pistachios lately. I don't know. That wasn't a thing I ate before, but
that's always. I initially was eating a lot of Cheetos, like I was a college student before, and now we always have cocktail of the day. My wife and I look to make a cocktail at the end of the day. Every day is just day now, right? No
right.
So awesome, Deren. Ariel, take us off live. Thanks for hanging with us here. Nacho crew, enjoy the rest of your afternoon here.